Stroke of 5:30. I would like to call the Monday, March 23rd, 2015 meeting of the Ayer Board of Health to order. It is exactly 5:30. Public input. Apparently our public has little to say at this juncture. So I think we can move on to Matilda. You got anything exciting for us? Oh,
Oh my gosh,
Shade today.
that was exciting.
yeah.
So these are two site plan reviews that I did. One is for Epic and one is for 22 Fitchburg Road.
So could you just tell me what that is for Epic, please?
Epic is for the sign.
Oh, yeah, but what that...
It's just to make sure that we don't have any issues.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why it came to us, but then I realized it's part of that new thing that it goes to everybody, and if you need to do anything.
Oh, it's just a
That
sign.
makes sense.
And then 22 is,
The market, the new,
The new market over on.
the site of the former Hannaford.
oh, well, you need to, I don't know, Ed.
I know, I couldn't-
Yep.
But aren't you having a meeting this week on that with everybody?
Yes.
But they sent you the
Yeah.
plans first?
It's the site plan review.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you were going to be doing all that on...
Yep, and basically what I just made on
There's
comments.
one and then there's the other.
What is this?
This is a setback variance for 5 Mountain View, and the top one is the Epic. 17
So
or
let me
11
just-
Copeland? 11
okay.
Copeland, yeah.
Here. Here's the paper clip that goes. When is that site plan?
So
When is the site plan meeting?
Thursday.
All right.
Seems like it's moving right along.
what's this?
The
The
Pittsburgh
market.
Road, the market.
Well, they
yeah,
haven't
I
done
was like-
anything yet.
No, but it's like it's in the paper. There's
Well, because
stuff coming
well, I would expect
to
it
us
to
for
be
site
in.
plan, so
So you're meeting.
shop and save. That's
Yeah.
no. I'm just glad to see that it doesn't look like the property is going to sit vacant for any amount of
Well, I
time.
think he's been working and trying to get something reviewed.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So
this
there
is-
is that one. Right.
22 Fitchburg.
That's just McDonald's permit.
It's just for our files, right?
Yep.
These
That's
are
the
just-
new body art.
Oh, yeah. You got it.
Okay. And then this one,
Where's that?
So
Just
this
in-
is
Right across the street. Right house irons.
Yep.
oh, okay, new person in an existing,
Yeah.
okay, got it. Right, and these are our copies for the,
Yep.
for file? Okay, great. Yeah, so these two, Mary can pass down to Jane for our files.
And then Union Coffee House
Uh-huh,
is opening, it looks like Thursday. I did the inspection today,
oh,
so
wow,
they're all set. I just didn't put the report in the envelope. I didn't have it yet.
okay.
You know what, can I just back up for 1 second, just with a question for Bridget? The shop and save, I expect they're probably gonna do a considerable renovation inside.
Yep, that's what I put on the,
Yeah, I saw that, yeah, okay. It's kind of, seeing it's still gonna be that round building, I was like, oh.
well,
Yeah.
first thing they're taking off the front. That's what he said in the
Yeah,
paper, the
canopy's
big
going,
canopy
yeah.
and doing all that.
They said, what, new freezers or something, I think, in the paper also, so, yeah. I
Probably
think
need
there's
a
gonna
little
be
more than a couple of new freezers
Essentially-
in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Almost like a gut.
Yeah, they're gonna, the whole interior, especially the bakery area,
Yeah.
it's just been dilapidating, so before, and I'll let them know on Thursday, before they open, it's gonna need to, the floors, the walls will all need to be repaired as well,
Okay.
so.
I hope they're gonna repave the parking lot.
Well, there's a lot they have to do.
Okay.
Pond when it rains.
Well, I think, isn't that what you take up now when you have the joint meeting with everybody? So you'll be
Yes.
there, building will be there, the fire, everybody, so you can all tell what has to be done, and then
Yeah.
it makes it easier for them, too.
Right.
They don't waste a lot of time.
Yeah,
I think it just puts us all on the same page. It puts
Yes.
them-
yeah, that's a really good,
Yep,
that's a good thing.
great.
Okay,
So, something else that happened on, Thursday? There was a report of 3 dead chickens at 1 Bennett's Crossing. That was reported to MSPCA.
excellent.
They're following up with it, whether or not, what their process is for following back up with us.
Yeah,
I don't know. I did get a phone call. Jane passed it on to me today, and I left a message for them to call me. So I gave them my cell number.
were they the
It was the sergeant.
Oh, okay,
So-
good,
What they've done or what they found,
okay.
I guess we'll find out.
Would somebody update me, please?
Yes, that came out of Carlene going out to the property at 1 Bennett's and 5 Bennett's to just ask if she could go in their backyard or look and, see, just as a final verification before I started levying fines on
Okay.
anybody.
So we had received a call that somebody had chickens. We sent them an application. They didn't return it. Is that it? We sent them
Yeah.
then a certified letter, or we usually do.
Correct, yeah.
So then she was following up.
Yeah, the certified letter that went out gave them 2 weeks to submit their application. That 2 weeks was up on the 13th of
Okay.
March.
But why wouldn't Bridget have been the first person to go? Because she's our sanitarian. That's why I guess I'm having a little problem here.
I think when did they originally get a call?
It's-
It was a call that came in regarding.
Yeah, it started with Carlene. The whole thing started with Carlene getting a call back in January from the police because
Okay.
there was a policeman involved.
Okay, all right.
So
all
I
right.
asked Carlene to
Okay.
go to both properties because she was involved from the very beginning, so I just wanted the whole follow-up.
So she went out to follow up on the original complaint and to make sure there were no chickens or there were chickens, just to verify, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the next step was I needed to start enacting that $100 a day fine on 1 Bennett's.
Okay, so that we had 2 of them, so.
When she went, there was a truck in the driveway, but nobody answered the door. She was able to look into the backyard, and that's when she saw the chickens dead in the coop.
Okay,
5 Bennett's, there was no one home, but she could see into the backyard and said there was no sign of any coop or chickens or anything.
So
So I
it-
think with 5 Bennett's, we can close it out. There aren't any chickens.
okay. Okay, so dead chickens were at 1.
Yes.
Okay,
And this was the remainder of, they had 7 chickens, apparently 4 of them froze to death in January. This is the last 3,
okay.
so. So now 1 Bennett's is over with unless they get more chickens, in which case they've got to do their permit
think
and
that's
they're going to
gonna
have to
If the
explain what happened here.
MSPCA is involved, they're not going to end up
That's
with
right.
chickens. So
Absolutely not.
they, okay.
Okay.
So that, when you got involved, you called so did you call Bridget? Is that what happened here, or?
I think, did Carlene call you or did it come through Jane?
I think Carlene tried to call me on Thursday, and I missed her call.
Okay,
And then I think she called Jane, and then Jane called me, and then I spoke to Carlene. about
okay.
it.
There may actually have been an email that was
Yeah,
forwarded
there might have
to,
been.
yeah, because I
had a
think
missed call,
Carlene
and I
sent
didn't
me an
recognize
email.
the number, but then when Carlene called the next day, it was,
Yeah, her number comes up like as another person, so it's
Yeah.
hard to.
So,
it's hard to-
so that, when it went to the MSPCA, then it should be between them and the police department. We should not be involved
That's
at all.
We should not be, this is no
No
longer an
longer a
animal
Board of
inspector
Health issue.
issue.
Correct.
Yeah,
Gone.
they
It-
might follow back up
Just to let us
what
know.
Oh, they
happened.
might let us
Yeah.
know, but I mean,
No more
we're
action.
out of any of that.
At
Yep.
This time, yes.
unless they want some kind of a statement from Carlene about what she saw.
But you know
on
what?
either-
That's not us, though. That's
Right.
still her. But if it's the
Yeah.
MSPCA,
Right.
they'll
She
deal
has
with
no-
the, they'll
yeah.
deal with the police.
That's
So,
correct.
okay,
Yes.
I want to
Yes.
make sure my notes are,
Yep.
okay.
Okay. Got anything else?
I did look into the regulations, the tobacco regs, and
Okay.
I have Littletons out in the car. I can scan them and send them to you tomorrow, or I can go grab them. They're making some changes, but other than that, it appears that most of the towns are just staying the way that they are.
Wait.
Some of them don't even have regulations.
And
They don't
that's
want them.
what I put.
We knew that when we were doing them because she had told us from Littleton that they had had them for a couple of years and they were changing some.
Yeah, and I actually put this in the meeting packet, which was something that came out in the Boston Globe on March 18th, that the Attorney General has proposed a ban on the sale of e-cigarettes to anyone under 18. And then there's some other things that go along with it, subjecting the devices to the same sales restrictions, so, that they have to be behind the counter and so
Yeah.
forth. So I actually put that on the agenda as a very brief item to say that my suggestion would be at this time that we not do anything specific, because the timeline that they're talking about in this article is pretty quick. The Attorney General is taking public comment through April 24th, and this says with plans to enact the regulations a month or two after that.
Okay.
So, given that, I
But-
don't think it's prudent for us to try to be making changes when there's something else going on at the state level.
Well,
Agreed.
I always thought it was the legislature that made the laws, not the Attorney General.
She is proposing
Yeah,
the
but
legislation, that's right.
but it's the legislature that has to make the laws and impose the
Right.
fines.
Yep.
And we had decided a while ago that we'd kind of wait to see how things were going on that, if I remember correctly, and I think I do.
Yeah, I mean, I think if nothing at all seemed to be happening with it, then I did think it's interesting that, according to this article, of the towns and municipalities in Massachusetts, two-thirds, well, the towns that cover two-thirds of the population, it's not two-thirds of the towns, have enacted some age-based limits on e-cigarettes, which I don't think is unreasonable. But, if the state is acting on it at their level, or if they're at least looking into it or undertaking it, I just don't think it makes a lot of sense right now for us to devote time to figuring out something that might end up being in conflict with that.
No.
Is that, I mean, I don't know if that's a motion or a suggestion.
There's
or-
no-
I'm
No,
not really sure
I
what
don't
I'm
think
doing
we
here.
have to
It's
make a
suggestion,
motion.
yeah.
No, I don't think we
Okay,
have to
all
do
right.
anything
Okay,
No,
right
okay.
now,
So we'll just kind of let that.
unless
one
I'm
ride for
missing
now.
something.
Nope.
Heather, because didn't we, am I clear on that? We had said we were gonna wait a bit.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, we did two things. We were going to wait and see if the state did anything,
Yeah.
and Bridget was going to check with the surrounding
Yeah.
Correct.
towns. So
Correct.
there's no,
okay. Then the other thing that you might want to take a look at, Bridget, not right now, because we actually do have time, but between now and the next meeting, I did up a draft notice for the public hearing for the solid waste
Okay.
hauler regs, and that's in the meeting packet. So
Okay.
I just went on the Public Spirit and looked at the format for some other public meetings, and this seemed pretty close to it. So it may or may not be appropriate. I just kind of didn't want to wait till the last minute. We want this to go in, I think we said May 4th.
We want it in, twice.
Yeah, we wanted in twice, and we wanted to have the meeting on May 18th. So we have only one more meeting between now and when it has to go in. So
I have a question, if I might.
sure.
Why 7 PM? Our regular
Yeah.
meeting is at
Yeah.
5:30, and if you remember when we had the
I know.
Vitasoy one, we did it for 6:30. They were here early, we were through our meeting, and we had to sit around for 20 minutes.
We could make it 6:30. I didn't want to go a heck of a lot earlier just because people don't really get home that have jobs out of town. We could do 6:30.
I was going to even say 6.
I would either one, 6 or 6:30 is fair.
I think 6 gets it close for.
I think
for
6:30
people.
would be
6:30?
okay. I leave early to make this meeting when I leave Waltham, but, I mean, of course, if somebody has an interest, they're gonna make those accommodations
They
as
will.
well.
Absolutely,
So,
they will.
you know
And
what?
Bridget, this is her own time when she comes over here, and I know you never have said no, Bridget, but it's still a long day for you, and you have to
Yep.
work the rest
Yeah,
of the
about
week,
6:30.
so 7 o'clock was way too late.
That's fine.
I suggest 6:30,
I think 6:30 is, yeah, 6:30 is reasonable.
And that's on May 4th?
May
No.
18th.
May
May
18th.
Okay.
May 18th. Okay, so we can make that, yeah, that seems reasonable. 6:30. And if you have anything else about this, you can email it to me. I can email you the Word version of it if anybody wants to make mock-ups, so we don't have to sit in the next meeting
I'm
and
all
do
set.
it. I could do a. Okay.
I'll give
Okay.
you some, because I think this is a little bit too long. I always think of how much it's going to
Yep,
cost to put it in,
yeah.
and basically,
Yeah, I know.
they're going to be able to either get a copy if they want it online or from our office or the town clerk's office, so.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, actually, I did say, yeah, during the, oh, okay, I did put that in, yeah, it's also gonna be on the website, yeah. Okay, yeah, just get me whatever edits
Okay.
that you might wanna make. So that was that. That's all that needs to be said there. We have February 23rd, meeting minutes.
Hang on a minute, let me just get this,
Sure.
so I have it. All right. So make that at 6:30. Before we get to the minutes, while Bridget is still here, Bridget, was there any update on the place here on Main Street, that we were going to have? I know they sent the plans, the flatbed bread. Any new?
I sent an email to the owner that he still has not submitted any plans, and that it has been brought to my attention that substantial work has been done in the kitchen with no plans submitted.
Wow.
I sent that out maybe a week and a half ago. I have not heard back from.
It's very troubling to me. Very
It's at their
troubling.
risk.
I mean, it is at their risk if they
Oh, I know.
have that kitchen designed and it's not in compliance, and we have up to 30 days to review the plans as submitted, so
Yeah.
if they wait till the last minute, that's their choice, but,
Mhm.
you know, we made them aware of what they need to do,
Yeah.
and they chose not to do it, so.
You've sent that, because we talked about this several times.
I mean, they were made aware of what they needed to do last year,
Yeah,
when they were starting construction,
yeah,
so.
that's a long time. What number is that on? You
I don't know what number Main Street
I
that
don't
Okay.
remember the exact number.
Do the, I'm sorry if I missed it earlier in the spring, in the winter, the selectmen haven't given them any permits yet, right? I know I've seen them here at a selectmen's meeting, but I wasn't sure.
Oh, they haven't got, I think they were applying.
Oh, was their beer and wine maybe,
I
or their
think
liquor
so.
license?
For-
But they're not
Because that has to
before-
go into
right.
the state
So,
anyway.
you know, we can make sure that they don't get their common victular license
Oh, they
before that.
wouldn't get that anyway. They
Right.
wouldn't release that.
No. So they're really not helping themselves at all, so.
No.
Silence is not golden in this
Right,
respect.
exactly.
Even
No.
just an email that says, we're getting you plans, you know, oops. But, okay.
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 I would make a motion that we approve the minutes of February 23rd.
I wasn't at the meeting, but I'll second them. But
Oh,
I
right.
do have a question though, before we move on them.
Yep.
Maybe I wasn't here for the meeting, but the new blue block that's appeared on the top of the minutes, is that just for our draft?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
the final version doesn't have that on it?
Right, it's
All
so
right.
that we
Yeah,
know.
mine does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I started doing that because
But the final version, the one we signed, doesn't have that, right?
yeah, no, I leave that on.
I don't think it should be
Oh,
on.
yeah, I don't-
Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't
I
think.
think
we
it
should
looks
leave that
kind of
on.
hokey, as a matter of
Okay.
fact. I thought it might have been just because it was in draft format.
no, well, I
Um,
was putting that on because before I submitted some
Yeah.
minutes that had not been seen, and
Okay.
I wanted to make sure
I
everybody
know,
knew.
I just,
And
And then the last
Okay.
time, I said, oh, I should remove that, and
Yep.
the feedback I got was, no, that was
Well, I mean, we can
useful.
sign these for the purposes of tonight. I don't want to hold up. I'm actually curious, Madam Chair, where last meeting's minutes are?
When I spoke with Jane, who's certainly capable of answering that herself, she said that her preference in doing minutes is to review the tape for the meeting. So I honestly don't have any problem if it takes.
My only concern, in all due respect, is getting behind one meeting can very quickly lead to getting behind two meetings. And so I don't, I mean, if it's acceptable to you, Pam, I just want to say that I'm a little concerned because there's ample
Yeah.
time between meetings, there's 2 weeks. And if there's an issue of time of getting them ready.
When do the tapes?
Well,
You have the
usually-
as of
audio. You have the
Thursday,
audio.
I have this, the problem with this, it's very difficult because it can only go in one direction.
Yeah.
And I can't selectively backspace. And
Gotcha.
to sit and listen to the whole thing, I shouldn't say this public, I kind of space out sometimes. And so it's easier for me if I can go back or forward and as of Thursday, the minutes for the last meeting, or the tape for the last, video for the last meeting had not been
Well, then,
posted yet.
okay, so,
But
Okay.
I can write the minutes, but there are some things always that I go back and they're maybe in my notes, but when I look
Yeah,
at
you're
the.
verifying it on the.
And I
on the
really
tape.
like that. Now, I think I've had this conversation with Pam, and is that what I suggest is we get a recorder I'm able to go back, pause. I mean, you can pause this, but if I want to listen to something again, I have to start all over from the beginning. There's no way to go back 3 seconds.
I guess.
So, in the beginning, I was doing that, and it was hugely a time sink. I mean,
Is the
vexing.
sound quality on that?
It's great.
I found it to be pretty
There's
good when I
not, the
was listening
sound
to.
quality is great. The thing that I find just unusable about this
Yeah.
is that you can't, if you have to go back or you want to listen to something a second time, you have to start way over from the beginning. You
I gotcha.
can't.
I wasn't aware of that. There's a book in the drawer up there.
I know, but
Okay.
I haven't found the book, but
It's in the
you're
left
welcome
drawer.
to try it. I don't think this has the capacity of just going back.
So-
and sometimes you want to hear
Okay,
something.
okay.
So that's why.
It's all right, Mary, it's all
No.
right. No,
No.
my question would be then, Pam, and maybe you can be instrumental, if she needs the tape to get the minutes done on time, and you're okay with that, then maybe you need to go to Cindy and say, we need these, if she
Yeah,
needs
is
the
that
video.
who
No.
No.
who determines when
Okay.
they go?
Well, it gets published to the website, so she gets it at some point.
But what's the gating item? Is it getting to Cindy?
I don't really want to waste time talking
No.
about the APAC team, but I don't have a problem. I'm just more concerned with being one meeting behind in perpetuity is not.
Well, I'd rather not submit meetings that I haven't really gone over because they are a piece of the public record and.
I understand,
but-
Jane. Believe it or not, it says nothing, it's not personal. You have 2 weeks between meetings, though, and that was my question, is if you can't get that tape over the course of
I
2
can-
weeks, then you might need to rethink how you do it.
Well,
What if this broke tonight and there was no tape?
well, then I would go through this and I
Okay.
have my minutes.
See,
do
I
take-
believe that you probably can. I think you're underselling yourself, by the way. I
Oh.
think that you're
Heather, I could go up there tonight and have them tomorrow.
right.
I just
Perfect.
Well,
Perfect.
I was trying to.
I just like to
All
have
right.
that.
Okay.
And
I just wanna
also, I want to say, I'm going to be requesting that we get something that's a little better than this to record down the line, just so that I am reassured when I do this.
See what you're saying?
So I'm going to second that motion to accept those minutes of February 23rd.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, even though you weren't here, did
Even
you?
though I wasn't here, I read
Okay.
them, and I
Okay.
was
All right.
fully
All right.
informed by that. And I did have one other
Okay.
question, only because it's in the vein of minutes. There's no
Okay.
minutes posted as of all for 2015 on the website.
See.
Pam. There's no
Really?
minutes posted since the beginning of the year. January 12th, any meeting, there's no minutes posted.
Well, we had a couple that we,
Yeah, but
we
we've
didn't
met.
have- but we
We've had
have-
minutes.
There's
We
no
had-
minutes posted, so
Okay.
if they're getting funneled into her by scan, if you could follow up with
we
Cindy.
had the
yeah.
12th, we had February 23rd.
Yeah, no, I was looking at
Yeah.
the schedule.
Yeah,
And I checked a
not
couple
sure.
of browsers too, just because every once in a while, IE doesn't show up some graphics or,
Yeah.
But
Well,
just
they've
make
been
sure-
submitted to Cindy.
that's
so-
why
Yeah.
I want Pam to follow up
I
with
will most
Cindy.
definitely
Yeah.
follow up on that.
Because I know we accepted them, I know the town clerk has them, and I'm like, if there's a
Yep.
mismatch in between the two, okay.
I will check on that. I will also check between Cindy and APAC when the videos go up.
Yes.
And see if we can cut down the time interval for that.
okay, I just, before we put this to bed, I just want to say that if you just go in the next day and go from your notes and do the minutes, because if you wait, sometime what happens is she might have a conversation with you or something else, and you think that was in part of the minutes, and it isn't. I think minutes should be done while they're still fresh in your mind. So do them the next day.
Well, I
You
like
take
to
notes.
do them. Yeah,
You
I
take
like to
notes,
do them
yeah,
right away
you
for
know.
that very reason, and I do.
I don't want to micromanage how they're done.
No, no.
If
No,
if you
no.
have
I
the
don't
video
either.
available to
I
you, and I think looking at the video is a great idea. I know I take terrible notes, so I probably, if I were doing it, would want to do it that way too.
Well,
but you know, everyone.
Heather made a good point, though. If something breaks down and you don't have it, I mean, at the end of the year, when we see how things are, we can look and get a better one.
Yeah.
I always thought that paused, though, didn't you, Heather?
I've
Yeah, I
never
thought it-
used it to
I thought
recall
it did.
anything.
I think it
But-
does pause, but I think I know what you mean with
Yeah,
the rewind.
well, we can
I'll talk
look
to you
to that.
tomorrow
We can
about
look
that
to
thing.
see at the end of the,
Okay, so should we sign this?
I don't have any problem signing this one. I just
Okay.
didn't know
Yeah,
that,
let's-
you know.
I guess let's not do it in the
blue.
future. I think I
Yeah.
misunderstood too. I think this was only, or I
Like, if you
thought
want
this
to bring
was
a
when it
master
was-
without the blue on the top, and then we can sign that one at a meeting,
Yeah, yeah,
we'll do
yeah.
it for tonight.
that's
though,
fine.
yeah.
I don't have, I'm not that.
Okay.
Yes, thank you very much.
This is the,
Yes.
Oh, I wanted to bring up one more thing for you, Pam, and this is just more before Bridget leaves, is that it's a little tough to talk about all these properties with Bridget when she's here without her knowing we're gonna ask her about them. And so I'm wondering if there's a way, or maybe you guys already do it, to touch base before a board, before the agenda is set, like if there's specific properties, or if you know, let me see, and let me put on the agenda, update on New England flatbread
Yeah,
company.
right, yeah.
Update on site plan meeting or something like that. I'm wondering, like, for me, if I wanted to get an update from Bridget, if I didn't talk to her, because I don't talk to her necessarily in between
Yeah.
meetings, but if I said, gee, you know what, I'd really like to get an update on that septic system we approved on Westford Road a year ago. Did it
Yeah.
ever get built?
Yeah.
Just to kind of touch, I don't know, do you talk to Bridget? Do you guys get any feedback from Bridget on the agenda?
Generally, what
not on
other
the
towns
agenda,
do
no.
is, I want to cover Dunstable. The secretary will call me or email me about 5 days before,
okay.
just to find out if there's anything that needs to go on the agenda for public input.
You know what would be a really easy way of doing it is that we always end up doing the minutes between Jane and I, like on the Thursday morning. We kind of hold off till the very last minute just to, so,
The agenda.
the
Yeah.
agenda, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no, that's
So-
okay.
If, I've got minutes on the mind now. If you kind of use that as a general rule, that as long as you get it to us like by first thing in the morning, if you have anything you want on the agenda, just get an email in to Jane or me that you'd like to put this item on, and we'll just put that on under Neshoba. And actually, that goes for
Well,
anyone.
both ways, right,
Yeah.
right, I agree,
Yeah.
I agree. Well, but also maybe when you guys are going through the agenda, did you hear from Bridget? No, let me ping her, you know. Maybe there's an opportunity, like, even talking about the property with the chickens was a little uncomfortable because it's not
Mm-hmm.
on the agenda, and by the way, it's all public record. I don't have any problem talking
Yeah.
about anything that's become
Yeah,
public record,
yeah.
whether it be the police or animal inspector, because
Yeah.
it's out there.
Yeah.
But I just want to, I'm thinking if we can do a better job to kind of capture those items, so it's not just an open-ended conversation, that would be probably a little bit better, but.
And you're right, sometime we talk about something here, or you have a property, and I'll say, oh, I'm gonna star that in my notes, because we gotta get back, and then, especially
get
this
to it.
winter, where we had so many things
Sure.
canceled because of the weather, and
Sure.
just like I just asked, happened to think about that.
About the flatbread. I hadn't
And
heard
that-
about them.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
And
things
that-
come
well,
up.
that was last year,
Yeah,
actually.
I remember
Yeah.
this time last year, I think we talked
Yeah.
about it, Pam. I think, Mary?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so. So, yeah, if
Anyway.
if anybody has something that they want on the agenda, just get that email
When do you do
into.
it generally? When is the last?
We usually get the minutes actually posted and
The
finalized,
The
like
agenda.
Thursday morning.
Yeah.
And
Or
that's what
Thursday by
happened.
noon.
Okay.
And that's
Yeah.
what happened, if I can speak to the chicken issue, is I had already put the agenda in when the chicken issue reached critical mass, which was around 3 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock
Right.
Thursday
Yeah.
afternoon.
Yeah.
So that's why nothing was on the agenda about the chicken.
No, I'm okay
That's
with
all
that.
right.
I didn't know if it really needed an agenda item in and of itself. That was just more of an example. I didn't mean that one specifically, but,
Yeah, we'll always have those things, I think, that come up as last
absolutely.
minutes. But yeah, if we
You can't, you can
definitely-
try to concatenate things into like, like at the next meeting, maybe we want to say, let's make sure we get an update from Bridget on April 13th on that site plan meeting, on
Yeah.
how things went, on how big the the rebuild is going to be,
Yeah.
like that kind of thing. Or,
That actually is a good thing
Yeah.
to put on there for your update. When is
Do you know-
the meeting?
You're meeting this Thursday.
This Thursday, okay.
do you know what I mean? Like things we know that are substantial that are happening.
Yeah.
Um,
No, it's true, because, Bridget.
It guides
always
us. All it
doesn't have
does-
the
all it
files
does-
with her for these.
All it does is guide us through the conversation, and if it's something that she needs to bring with her, or if
Yeah.
we need something to be able to have for her, it's all the better.
Okay, got it.
Sorry, I digressed.
That's all
No,
right.
that's good. We'll definitely put that one, an
Okay.
update for that on
Great.
the next meeting.
I'll be done talking now.
That's fine. Anything else, Bridget?
No.
No.
Anything you need from us?
I'm good.
Anything you want to tell us? No. Okay.
Any,
Bridget.
Thank you.
any follow-up? You had received a letter from the school. Nothing followed up with that incident about, from the resource officer at the school
It
about
wasn't
them
even a letter,
living.
It was a phone call. no.
Oh, it was a phone call, okay, and you haven't had anything else? Okay.
What's this?
Remember she mentioned it, she had a
It was
phone
a
call.
complaint regarding a family living in a trailer.
Oh, yeah. That,
We
yeah.
have not had any follow-up.
Okay. No, I wasn't
From any
connecting that.
direction.
Right.
Okay.
Thanks, Bridget.
All right, thanks, Bridget.
Right. Thank you.
See you later. Take care of your knee.
Yes.
So we did our minutes. Mail? Do you have
Yes.
any mail to look at? And I guess we could take bills.
Yeah, well, I do have a bill, but I haven't seen Cindy, and I do need to, I have a question about it, and I need to say that, I told you, oh, she took the ink and she
Yep.
ordered new ink, but we did get the bill for the ink. However, I think there's something else on this that's not ours, and this
Well,
just
so we're
came
not going
in.
to sign it.
She should
Yeah.
have given us a credit anyway because she
Yeah,
took the other.
yeah.
We should,
Well,
it should be a,
I talked to her about that, and I misspoke myself because I didn't understand, I misunderstood. I have spoken to her about that, and she took them to distribute the ink, but we didn't get any credit for it because
She's not willing to pay that bill?
I don't believe she is. No,
She
this
took
is
our
bill.
ink, she bought it, she got us a new printer, which is nice. I mean, we didn't have to
It's
put
not
out
a
money
new-
right
well,
now.
no, it's
No,
not.
Not
it's
new,
borrowed.
but I mean
borrowed.
another printer, let me
Yeah.
retract
Okay.
and rephrase,
Yeah.
that needs different ink. She ordered that ink without,
Authorization from
She
us.
did order the ink because we needed the ink.
right,
And I was, thinking that, it was a quid pro quo. It was this for
Yeah,
that.
I would think so too. How much was the ink?
But we got a bill for $50.10, but I suspect that $22.94 of this is not ours. But I'm not sure about that, and I wanted to talk to her.
Well,
I mean, you can
yeah.
look at
Yeah,
it.
can
can
I just
sort
take
it
a
out.
quick look?
I
Sure.
think she
And
should
I
pay for
have
it since
spoken
we
to
gave
her
her the
about
other.
that, about the ink, and she said, no, that's ours. And we're not able to get credit for the ink I gave her because we have you can return ink, but only within 30 days, and the ink
but I mean,
was
if
much
she
more.
took it to
Right.
give it to
She-
another
she gave it-
department,
yeah,
I'm
you're
thinking
right.
that she should pay this
Okay.
bill.
It actually
Yes.
does look like that $22 you're saying, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I've had this conversation with her. If Pam, you want to follow
I
up with
think
her?
Sure.
you should, Pam.
Yep,
Um,
I can do that.
Because
since I gotta
she's
talk to
used
her anyway.
that we paid for for somebody else
I think
in-house.
it's just a good neighbor policy. I just think it's a good,
I know.
I think it's just good, it's just good corporate relations, you know, as far as having,
How many cartridges did we give her?
I didn't count them, maybe 7 or 8.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Maybe.
So I think it's a good neighbor
That's a
policy.
lot.
Somebody else is
There was a
using
lot.
that ink that we paid for, so I think it at least deserves a conversation to say, look,
Yeah.
I mean, if we have to pay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, however much it is, I mean, if we need ink, we need ink, but I think it's just a really good,
well, how much do those colored cartridges?
well,
Those
they're
color
almost
cartridges
$7
we
a
gave her?
piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, here, I'm just looking at these ones, they're like $7 a piece, give or take.
What did we, is there like
Watch
a
it,
black
Pam,
and three
Pam.
colors?
Watch it,
Am I
you're
gonna
hitting,
flag out
yes.
again? Oh my
I don't know, I don't
Doing
wanna,
that.
Yeah,
just ask if she can pay it and come back to us at the next meeting if we need to. But I think that you're
Yeah,
right,
I
there's
see
more
what's
on there,
going on.
there's a mini desk set on there that's not ours, and so.
Yeah, that doesn't look like
Yeah,
there is a
I think that it
cost,
should.
But there is something for a toner that I don't
Yep.
believe is
Yep.
ours, so. Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
is there anything else special?
Can you scan me a copy
Sure.
of that so I have it in front of me when I
I'll
come?
Is there anything mail?
Yeah,
Anything
mail?
else in the mail?
That's it for the mail.
Can we
I've got
have them?
Carmen's stuff here, and I think that that's, it. Let me just check in this
Okay.
before I,
I want this to go, I picked it up, I thought it was something Lisa left for me, and I threw it in my car. What it is, it's the yearly report from the water department. Rick Lindy sends it in to Mass DEP.
Here.
Oh,
And
okay.
then
Okay.
he gives us a copy.
Oh,
It's
okay,
the
got
water
it. So
quality
this just-
report from the
Yeah,
well.
yeah, I know the one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So-
this is just our file copy?
That's, yeah,
Okay.
25
So
Brook
that goes to
Street,
Jane
so,
to file.
okay.
yeah. No, that's just, that was the notice from, that was that release, that oil, yeah, that's all.
Oh, yeah. Ha, sunflower oil. Yeah.
And Bridget's
That
seen
was
that,
all
so.
about. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh. Is this the police report?
Mhm.
Did we have to pay for this?
No.
We don't pay for
Awesome.
reports. One, I don't know what it is, but one town department doesn't pay
No.
for a
I know that,
report
Mary.
from another.
I know that. When Jane first made the call, she was told there was a $25 fee.
No,
So-
I was told there was a $5 fee.
Oh, $5?
Yeah,
Okay.
Carlene kept saying $25, but
Oh,
I,
okay. I don't care if it's 10 cents.
I
You
know. No,
I
but
don't need
they
to see
didn't
that.
charge me.
Yeah,
And if
okay,
they
good.
had, I would have said something.
Yeah, okay, great. Perfect.
And I did scan that in and sent it to you.
Oh, good, good,
Yeah, so
okay.
you'll have it in.
Okay, all right, great.
Yeah.
Anything else for update for you?
I can't think of anything, no.
Chicken permits or
Chicken
getting-
permits are the
getting
next thing.
processed? Yeah, that's
The
coming up.
next thing,
Okay.
yep.
All right, so we're working on sending
We're
out
gonna be
renewals.
working on chicken permits, yep,
You got it.
yeah.
All right, anybody with any miscellaneous?
No.
No?
Just Jane, I know this is your first year going through chicken permits with us. Because they're renewals, they don't need their own agenda item. You can just bring them in a folder and we can just sign them.
Actually, we don't have to sign them,
Oh,
the chair
then
signs
chair
them.
signs them.
We
Then
don't
when you
even-
see her,
Yeah,
Yep, that's
all
correct.
set.
Okay,
That's
So,
true.
no
Yep.
agenda
Yeah.
item.
Yep,
yeah, the letters go out and according to the schedule I was given in mid-April,
Yep.
so.
I would send them out
Earlier.
as soon as we can,
Yeah.
because last year we had straggler renewals going
Right.
into July.
I may need to log a little extra time for that, because
Uh-huh.
I would like to get it done before I go to Germany.
That's right. When are you away? Are you,
I am leaving exactly a month from yesterday, the 22nd.
Okay.
And I'll be back Friday the 30th or 3rd, I don't know what. The end of the,
You're talking
returning
April
for
now.
Yes.
April 30th. Okay.
I've got 1 month minus 1 day, 30 days from today.
Okay. Yeah, so you actually could, since you're not going to be here that
Send
week,
them out.
if- Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to be working
Send
on
them
hours
out.
for that,
Yeah.
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 And-
No reason not
Yeah, and
to.
get them
Yeah.
done.
Okay.
We did a new little
Just a
Do a
renewal.
renewal form.
form.
Yeah,
that's,
perfect.
yeah, a little
Yeah.
simpler,
Perfect, that's it.
so
Yep.
we'll be using that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Or editing it if we need to. so.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Action items for next meeting. The only things really that are important to me at this point is I want to get everybody's comments in on that solid waste hauler reg, so
I'll get
that's
that. I'll
like
get that.
ready to go.
Yep.
I will put an update from Bridget on the Shop and Save site plan meeting. I will put that on the
Good.
agenda.
Yep.
I'll follow up, with
Right,
Cindy
yeah.
with the other stuff. I don't
Thank
think
you.
that
No,
merits an
no need
agenda
for,
item.
no agenda
No.
item.
No.
Yeah, and I think
that's it for now.
Unless something
I was-
crops up.
I was just going to make two things. I'm going to the Neshoba Associated Board of Health, so I could give an update at the next meeting.
Yeah.
Because, he's been doing a lot of consolidating and reassigning people and trying to come forward with a
This is the
budgetary plan.
it's the
Yeah.
quarterly meeting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What date is that?
It's this Thursday.
I thought so.
This is a big day.
So I'd like to give that. And then my other
Yes.
suggestion would be, and Heather, you both remember this, when we were working on the moratorium of wells, normally you reorganize your board after the elections,
Yep.
but we held off until we finished that. I think we
Yeah.
should do the same thing with this, because the trash hauler regs, you've been the chair,
That's fine.
so
all
if
right.
that's all right
When
with
is the
you,
election?
Heather.
Yeah, I don't,
Yeah,
The
27th.
27th?
27th.
that's fine.
And so after
That's
we
fine.
have the public hearing, then I think we should reorganize.
That's fine
That's
with me.
fine. Yeah,
That's all
works. That's all right.
It just makes sense for the continuity of everything.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder what kind of attendance we're going to get at that meeting. It should be interesting.
Well,
I don't know.
you know,
we may get
it-
a lot. We may get not much.
we'll put it out, the notice will be in the paper, it'll be on the website. A lot of these
Yeah.
people are in and out of here all the time, so,
Yeah.
and it's,
It might actually surprise folks that we don't have it. I mean, what I mean
know.
is because there's enough of the trucks rolling around town like
Yeah.
you've seen. I mean,
Yeah.
to
No.
think that we don't have one, so people might say, oh, well, you should, because
Yeah.
now they will have a voice if the truck is dumping trash on their street when they're
Right.
driving through
That's
and they
right,
know
yeah.
who it is, there's enforcement now. Where right now it's more of
Yeah.
a consumer issue. I mean, you can take it to the Board of Health as a nuisance, but
Yeah.
there's not
yeah,
much,
exactly.
we don't hold anything over the hauler, so.
Do we have to have, or should we have copies of the draft regulation available for people that come to the meeting?
Well, you
well,
should
we
have
will
them
have some here
here
that night.
and make sure it's available at the town clerk's office the day it goes to print.
Right, but I mean, like when you walk in the door.
Yeah,
you-
absolutely.
you
I'd have
wanna-
like a
yeah.
dozen made or something,
dozen,
maybe
so.
double-sided.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
just
that's a
in
really,
case.
that's a good idea. I don't think
Use,
I
use
can do
this
them.
one.
This one here does
Use
double
this one.
sided,
Okay, all right,
that's why
okay,
the big one,
okay.
yeah.
All right, yeah, that's
Okay.
that's fine then. Yeah.
But if they really are interested, they'll be here that night. If not,
Yeah,
hey,
absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
we
I agree.
can adopt them after we wait the 30 days and adopt them in June.
Yeah, and with it available on the website too, people can always, look at it sooner. Okay, great. Then I think we have done everything. It is 6:20.
So if there's nothing else, motion to adjourn.
Second. She beat me.
All in favor?